Day is February 1st, which means Valentine's Day, 13 days away. Which makes me think of love. And I know Valentine's Day is the romantic version of love, right? But it makes me think of all kinds of love. And makes me think, am I doing it right? Am I loving people well? And I think, like most people, I'm doing it well in some moments, and in other moments I'm like, okay, I need to and that moment was not very good. At least I hope I'm not alone in that. I stop and think and wonder. I have had moments in my life where I've wondered if being in a relationship with people was worth it. Loving and working at relationships. I also wonder if I'm worth it. I think that's probably what it really stems down to. I am, but definitely have moments still. Go do some photography and just get out in nature a little bit. Love me some nature. So, we just got a fresh dumping of snow last 2 days. Because we're ending January, right, with snow. And that made no sense whatsoever, I just realized. Why would that be ending January, right? I have no idea. So, I am going to go be out in nature a little bit. I am going to bring all y'all along. We can talk about love a little bit more. Made it. Ooh, it is bright out here. Gotta get some glasses. I'm currently at the Morton Arboretum. One of my favorite places to come. It is just gorgeous. One of my favorite bridges. That's what my tripod is on right now. Love. It's not just romantic love that I've been thinking about. Pardon the snowplow going through. Now that guy's gone. Valentine's brings up romantic love, which leads to me thinking about all kinds of love. And I know there's many ways to define love, but the definition that I normally go with is, I'm pulling up my Bible on the Bible app. I have a physical one too, but 1 Corinthians 13. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. And the first two, love is patient and kind. I am pretty consistently good at those, but there's times where I definitely get impatient with people when we have multiple conversations about something. I'm like, why do we have to keep having this conversation? And that also goes for myself, because I often get impatient with myself, being like, we're doing this again, Katie, Danielle, like, really, we're doing this again. So yeah, and just reading through that list makes me think of like all the ones that don't apply to me when I'm loving myself, and I'm like, what? Just makes me think, okay, like, that word's gotta apply more to myself. Like, I gotta be more patient with myself. I gotta be more kind, because I do not say very kind words to myself. Especially if I'm doing something wrong or incorrect. The dialogue that I have is not healthy. And I know I'm not the only one that goes through that, but it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, I gotta apply that to myself. And one thing that I kind of want to, when I start thinking about love and thinking about like defining love, one thing I want to do for myself this year is to be more kind to myself. I'm trying to figure out exactly what that looks like. So that's going to be a journey in 2021. Envy isn't here. It does not envy. And I thought it was if you guys know the Enneagram, I am a 4, so I do a lot of envying of others. And just envying not necessarily what they have in like physical items, but sometimes that's the case. But like sometimes I envy people where they are emotionally, or like their weight. Sometimes I envy that. Sometimes I envy where they are in their career. Not necessarily like the specific career, like I don't want to be an accountant, but sometimes I envy an accountant because they're established, or I feel like they're feeling secure, and like, yeah, security is another thing I envy. I say this as a person who's not doing this well, but trying her best at loving biblically. And when I was making goals at the end of 2021, love wasn't on there, but now I'm kind of like, okay, it's February 1st, 1 month into 2021. For the next 11 months, how do I love well? I think one of the things I'm going to do is kind of, okay, kindness, like I just said, is one that I really want to work on, especially myself. And maybe the next, 2 months or something, I just really work on kindness. Kindness to myself, kindness to others. How am I going to be kinder? And maybe I just take kindness for the rest of the year. And I feel like maybe if I've mastered kindness, I move on from there. But maybe kindness is kindness and patience, maybe. Let's just do kindness. Like just prayer of God, being like, God, how do I be kind for the rest of 2021? Show me what it's like for Katie Sisk to be kind for the rest of 2021. myself, to the people around me, to the people he wants me to. Because I think one of the things that God calls us to do is to love thy neighbor. Or to love your neighbor. I don't know why I went all King James there, but and to love other people as yourself. Which part of that's, I think, to me, is loving myself well. Because I don't always love myself well, so if I'm loving people like I love others, it wouldn't be very well. So, just the last couple weeks as I've been thinking about love and thinking about loving others as myself, God's calling. I feel God's like nudging and talking to me, being like, well, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna walk the walk or talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk of loving yourself well. So, yeah, I felt challenged in that area. Focus, there we go. I'm back at home. Love is hard. Some aspects of it are easy, I guess, but some of it's hard. To do it in a way that takes care of others well, but also takes care of you. Hard stuff. I feel at times that other people are easier to love than me. I don't think that's very true. My brain tells me one thing, my heart tells me another, so it really depends on the day who's winning. Sometimes I just need to be reminded I'm not that hard to love. Or maybe I am, but the people who are sticking around and choosing to love me, in spite of that. I think, down to it, love is a choice. I think truly loving people, even when the feeling isn't there, is a choice. Not that it's never there, the feeling. But there's going to be days where whoever you're loving is going to drive you bananas. And you're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to love them despite them driving me bananas. Kind of the conclusion I've come to. I would love to hear how you define love and what aspects of love that are easy or hard for you. And what you agree or disagree with of what I said in this video. Thoughts, feelings, concerns, agreements, disagreements. Love to hear them all.